Busan has never looked this bright. Every October, the southern coastal city becomes a living love letter to one of its most beloved sons, Park Jimin, the angelic vocalist and dancer of BTS. But this year, in October 2025, the celebration feels different. Larger, deeper, more emotional. Fans from across the world have flown to Busan to witness what they call the Festival of Jimin's Heart. Streets are filled with banners that read "Forever with Jimin." Cafes play his solo songs on repeat, and the city's skyline glows in soft gold and silver lights. Busan has officially transformed into Jimin Land, a wonderland of gratitude, admiration, and timeless love. What started years ago as a fan-led birthday project has now evolved into a city-endorsed cultural event. Local fan bases from South Korea, Japan, and even Latin America coordinated months in advance to turn Busan into a living museum dedicated to Jimin's legacy. Along the Haeundae Beach Promenade, massive LED billboards display Jimin's iconic moments: his debut stage in 2013, his emotional tears at the yet-to-come concert, and his powerful solo performances like Crazy and Set Me Free PT2. The Busan Tourism Organization officially collaborated with fan groups to create themed installations. A golden light tunnel representing his journey, a memory wall filled with fan messages, and a charity cruise that donates proceeds to local children's hospitals in Jimin's name. Even the local cafes joined in. AT Cafe Hanul, near the Gwangan Bridge, baristas serve a special serendipity latte, topped with latte art inspired by Jimin's smile. The cafe's walls are covered in photos and notes from fans who have traveled thousands of miles to be there. What makes Jimin Land special is not just the glamour, it's the emotion. Fans describe it as a sanctuary where love, kindness, and gratitude come together. When you walk through Haeundae and see his face everywhere, it doesn't feel like an idol's birthday, said one ARMY from Thailand. It feels like celebrating a person who gave us hope when we needed it most. Every year, Jimin's birthday inspires global acts of kindness, charity donations, blood drives, and environmental projects under his name. This year, ARMYs organized the Wings of Love campaign, planting over 13,000 trees across Busan's hillsides, representing each day since Jimin's debut. Busan officials have praised the event not only for boosting tourism but also for creating a symbol of cultural unity. Jimin's fans bring positive energy to the city, said Busan's mayor during a press statement. Their love for him is a love for Busan, and we're proud to celebrate together. Just as fans thought the celebration had reached its peak, something unexpected happened. At exactly 11:45 p.m. Korea Standard Time on October 12th, hours before Jimin's official birthday, Jungkook logged onto Weverse. He didn't go live. He didn't post a photo. He simply left a short, sincere message that shook the fandom to its core. "Busan looks beautiful tonight," he wrote. "It's glowing again because of you. Happy birthday, Jimina. Let's visit together someday." Within minutes, the post was shared over 1.5 million times, translated into dozens of languages, and featured on Naver, Dispatch, and even CNN Korea's entertainment segment. Fans cried, not because the message was long or dramatic, but because it was Jungkook, the youngest member, Jimin's fellow Busan native, the one who has always expressed love in quiet, genuine ways. The words, "Let's visit together someday," carried a deeper meaning. To fans, it felt like a promise, not just between two friends, but between BTS and ARMY. A quiet hint that someday, they'll return to the stage together. Jimin and Jungkook's friendship has always been one of BTS's most heartfelt connections, both born and raised in Busan. They joined Big Hit at a young age, far from home, sharing moments of struggle, laughter, and endless practice nights. Jimin often described Jungkook as the little brother I always wanted to protect, while Jungkook once said, "Jimin Hyung makes me feel safe." Over the years, their bond has gone through every storm, from long tours to solo schedules and military service. Yet, every time one of them speaks about the other, the affection is unmistakable. During his Paris Fashion Week appearance earlier this month, Jimin was asked about his BTS members. His answer went viral. "They're not just members. They're my family. I think of them every day, especially Jungkook. We grew up together." Following Jungkook's post, the internet exploded with emotion. Within an hour, hashtags #JiminLand2025, #BusanBrothers, and #JungkookForJimin topped global Twitter trends. Fans flooded the timeline with old clips from their trainee days, videos of them dancing, laughing, and teasing each other in dorm rooms. One viral tweet read, "10 years later, and they're still the same two boys from Busan. One making the city glow, the other watching proudly." Fan edits mixing clips of Jimin's serendipity with Jungkook's "Still With You" racked up millions of views overnight. The emotional tone echoed across the fandom, a mix of nostalgia, pride, and longing. Beyond the emotional wave, Jimin Land has had a massive real-world effect. Busan's tourism department reported a 40% surge in hotel bookings and record-breaking local revenue during the first 2 weeks of October 2025. Fan-organized cruise tours, themed cafes, and merchandise pop-ups have drawn visitors not just from Asia, but from the US, Europe, and Latin America. Airlines even introduced Jimin birthday flights, offering special meals inspired by his favorite Korean dishes. Local business owners expressed gratitude, saying the event has become an annual blessing for the city's economy. "It's amazing. Fans are so respectful," said the owner of a souvenir shop near Gwangali. "They come with love, spend happily, and leave smiles behind." Busan feels alive again. As the fireworks over Haeundae lit up the October night sky, many fans said they could feel something powerful, not just for Jimin, but for BTS as a whole. Both Jimin and Jungkook have completed their military service and are slowly stepping back into the public eye. Their quiet interactions, mutual respect, and emotional gestures hint at something greater. Perhaps a sign that BTS's reunion is closer than fans think. When Jungkook said, "Let's go there together someday," it didn't just sound like a wish. One fan said through tears, "It sounded like a plan." The phrase "someday" now carries a special weight for ARMY, a word that holds the hope of 7 voices, 1 stage, and 1 everlasting bond. As the lights of Jimin Land slowly fade each night, one truth remains unshakable. Busan's pride is eternal. From the Gwangan Bridge to the smallest alley cafe, every corner of the city whispers the same message. We're waiting. Waiting for Jimin's next masterpiece. Waiting for Jungkook's next song. Waiting for BTS to stand together once again. And in that waiting, there is love. Deep, patient, and unwavering. Because no matter how much time passes, Busan will always be the city where BTS began and where their hearts return. When night falls in Busan, the ocean wind carries soft echoes of laughter and music, the same kind that once filled the city when 2 young boys dreamed of becoming stars. Those boys are now known to the world as Jimin and Jungkook. Their faces may shine on global billboards, but for Busan citizens, they are still our sons. Locals recall seeing Jimin performing at school festivals and Jungkook singing in small talent shows. They remember their parents, humble and kind, walking through the same streets that now display their children's names in golden lights. "We watch them grow," said a Busan street vendor in an interview. "Now we watch the world love them. It's like watching Busan's spirit reach the stars." That's what makes Jimin Land more than a birthday event. It's a symbol of shared memory, a connection between the artist, the city, and millions of fans who find home in their music.